So today we're gonna make a beef soup, and I cut up an onion, and now I'm gonna smash a garlic just to take the skin off, and then we're gonna mince it up. There's a lot of controversy about what to eat, what not to eat, and beef is at the core of it. Like if you're a vegetarian or vegan, of course beef is off limits, but if you're not, then there's still some controversy about beef, and is it healthy for you? Is it not healthy? Does it contribute to inflammation? Does it contribute to heart disease? It really does depend on you, your genetics, your GI health, and your digestive ability to digest. We also have an ability to either absorb cholesterol or release cholesterol, and sometimes that's genetics, sometimes that's your own body over time, your ability. We do have the ability to do lab testing to determine a lot of that. So when we're asking, is beef a good choice or not? The first thing I say is it grass-fed organic? Is it bison over, beef? Those are better choices. So bison's a better choice because it has lower fat content. It's more grass-fed. Then, is it grass-fed and grass-finished? That's the best, but it's also the most expensive and harder to get. If you want to do this soup instead of having beef, you can do just a vegetable soup. So we're going to do this together. But ultimately, if you have questions about beef, then we're going to do some lab testing to determine if it's right for you and good for you, right? And over time, we look at labs over time to see how your body likes it. So if you are iron deficient, your body will like beef because it will help raise iron levels, and heme iron, which is iron from animal sources, is a lot more absorbable and usable than things like spinach. But let's get started with our soup. So we grated some garlic, we have cut up onion. I am gonna make it easy, so I'm using some organic shredded carrots. So we're going to, it's just one onion, 2 to 4 cloves of garlic, depending on how much garlic you like. Whatever vegetables you can find. So we're gonna do sugar snap peas, carrots, green beans, and onion. That's it. And I'm just gonna fill the pot with that. And of course, I'm gonna use ground beef and some diced tomatoes. I have sugar snap peas. I like to take the little ends off. So we have sugar snap peas in there. We have green beans. So how to season this? So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of mustard, a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, about a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and just a pinch of thyme. So that should be all that I need, plus a salt and pepper, of course. So while the soup is making in the background, I wanted to talk to you about how to eat at restaurants, how to eat single ingredient foods when we're at a restaurant, that we want to order our protein and make sure it's a really good protein, whether or not it's beef or chicken or fish or even tofu, having edamame on the side if you're at a Japanese restaurant, something that starts with protein, and then 2 veggies. So if there is a carb, you can keep your carb. You might ask for half the carb, but always order 2 veggies if they're out of a can. We don't want canned vegetables, so choose your restaurants wisely. Great restaurant choices would be going to Mexican and having fajitas, where you can choose how much carbs you want, but you have choices of lots of fajita veggies and a great protein. You can choose to have bibimbap, which is a stone bowl that's usually full of rice and bean sprouts and vegetables and a protein. And you can ask for the rice on the side or just a little bit of rice because it gets real crunchy against the stone bowl. If you like that, then keep a little bit, but you can have the majority on the side, have it double veggies and some protein and do great there. Poke bowls are a great choice, lots of veggies. Oftentimes at poke bowls, you can get a lettuce base instead of a rice base. And here's the beautiful soup we made.